Then the next morning rolls around, and I see this video posted by Barstool, and I had to look at it carefully. I'm looking at it, I'm staring at it. Is that my living room? So what time is it? Nah, it's almost noon. We can start. So I went to school at UW Platteville, and Platteville is pretty much known as a pretty big party school in my opinion. So, you know, my brother and I and two of our roommates, we have a house right across the street from campus. It's a pretty big house. You know, we've got, it used to be a duplex, but they kind of punched out the middle wall, so it's now one real big house. So we've got a pretty big living room, and, you know, which is really great for parties. So one day, you know, we decided, hey, you know, let's throw a rager, because we can, you know, as typical college students, you know, as you do. And it was kind of raining. It was kind of a cold, wet weekend, so we didn't really think there was going to be a lot of people. We're like, you know what, we'll just, you know, we'll send it out, see if a couple people show up, you know, we'll have a good time, you know, whatever. So 10 o'clock rolls around. I'd say there's probably about maybe 15, 20 people here, so, you know, not that many. And, you know, that's kind of what we were expecting. And we were kind of talking to everybody there, and just saying if, you know, they thought anybody else was coming. And there's one girl that said, oh, there's going to be a lot of people. This is the only party that everyone's talking about this weekend. And we're like, yeah, okay, whatever. 30 minutes goes by. It's 10:30. And our house is packed. Shoulder to shoulder, room to room. There is almost no room to walk anywhere. There's got to be close to 200 people in our house, which is absolutely ridiculous. So, you know, obviously, us four guys that lived here, we had to kind of police everyone. Make sure nobody was doing anything dumb or, you know, nobody was going to get in trouble and whatnot. So we were kind of taking care of everybody. And it was getting towards the end of the night. You know, it was a good time. No one was, you know, doing anything ridiculous. We weren't getting in trouble or anything. No police showed up, so that's always good. You know, it was getting 2:30 in the morning. We're all kind of getting tired, so, you know, we start shutting it down. And everybody's like, no, come on, one more song. And, you know, we give in, you know, well, okay. So we're thinking, what is the most banger song we can play at 2:30 in the morning that is going to get a bunch of college kids riled up? So, of course, you know, we pick Mo Bamba. And that was where the problems started. So the song starts playing, and in our living room, there's like this little coffee table on the floor. And there's a group of about maybe 20, 30 people gathered around it. And they just start jumping to the beat of the song. And we're like, oh, you know, this is awesome. And then everyone starts doing it. 200 some people all starting to jump all at the same time in a college house that's probably 125 years old and, you know, falling apart already. So, you know, we start to get a little nervous. And then we have our TVs kind of over in the corner, and they just start swaying back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And we're starting to get really, really nervous. And I'm like, okay, someone needs to go downstairs to the basement and check to make sure that, like, you know, we're not going to bust the floor in. So, you know, one of my roommates goes down there. He comes back and he's like, shut it down. Like, it's bad. And so we're like, the song is almost over. There's only like 30 or 20 seconds left in the song. So we just let it finish out. And thankfully, the floor didn't cave in. But it was, oh my God, it was probably one of the most stressful moments in my life, because I thought our floor in our living room at a house that we rent is going to cave in, and we're going to be totally screwed. So the song's over. Everyone's, you know, super happy. And we're like, all right, we're going to shut it down. You know, everybody have a good night. Doors are over there, and over there. And there's this one guy, I remember it to this day, stops and he's like, whoa. You know, put it on repeat. And we're like, no, like, we're leaving. Like, get out. We're going to bed. Put it on repeat. And he's just saying this all the way to the doors. We're like trying to push him out. Put it on repeat. Put it on repeat. And just the way I'm doing it terribly, but the way he said it was just absolutely hilarious. Anyway, so we get everybody out, about 3 o'clock, 3:30, everyone's in bed, successful, college party night, in my opinion. Then the next morning rolls around. I'm scrolling through Facebook, and I see this video posted by Barstool. If you guys don't know who that is, it's a really, really popular, site for videos of, parties and crazy stuff that happens. And as I'm scrolling through, I'm watching it, and it's a video of this party. And it's all these people jumping around this table in the living room to Mo Bamba. And I had to look at it carefully. I'm staring at it. Is that my living room? And I had to look at it for, 20 minutes. And my brother came down the stairs. I'm like, hey, look at this. Is this our living room? And it took us about 20 to 30 minutes of analyzing and looking where things were in the living room to finally realize that it actually wasn't our living room, which is kind of ridiculous because it looked almost identical and it was pretty ridiculous. So yeah, that was a pretty crazy night. Had a big party, almost had our floor caved in, and then thought we were going to be famous on Barstool. So overall, a pretty successful night. Join forces.